Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Someone just shared some information with me that I wasn't aware of. LeBron James released a new tennis shoe during the time of the playoffs, May 27th, the 147th day of the year, that was a tribute to the Philippines. And the reason this is so interesting is because of what happened June 1st. You might recall June 1st, the day of Game 1 of the NBA Finals, there was breaking news earlier in the day out of Manila in the Philippines that an armed gunman had taken over a casino resort. They didn't put out details until hours later, but they let the world know that there was this hostage situation, armed gunman, casino resort. I put out a video June 1st. You can go back and watch it. I covered all the news headlines that day, including this breaking news at the time, and I said, here's what's going to happen when the details come out about this story out of Manila. This is fake news. This is a ritual for the NBA Finals, and as the details emerge, you're going to see that this is a tribute to Muhammad Ali, who passed a year ago, who once fought in the Philippines in the Thrilla in Manila. That was 42 years ago this year, 1975. I said how this story was going to be clearly fake news, synced up with the NBA Finals and Muhammad Ali. Remember, Ali became boxing champion in '64, the same year Cleveland had last won a pro sports championship until last year. And Ali died in the time of the NBA Finals just before Cleveland broke the curse. And when those details came out, here's what it was. They said that the shooter was a 42-year-old named Jesse Carlos Javier. They said he had gambling problems, and in taking over the casino, he stole 113 million in pesos. Now, this news is from June 1st. I want you to think about how the first three games of the NBA Finals ended with one of two teams having a score of 113 points. Remember what this number represents. Special number. Important to Scottish Rite Freemasonry. Important to Masonry, which is based in Jewish mysticism. And in the Jewish text, the Talmud, it says in Bava Kamah 113a that it's okay for somebody who's Jewish to lie to somebody who is not. And think about who runs the NBA. Think about who controls the media. So you get this story about this 42-year-old man stealing 113 million in poker chips. You have me in the world before these details even coming out saying that this is all a tribute to the NBA Finals and Muhammad Ali. Look, Jesse Carlos Javier sums to 74. They describe him as a man with a gambling problem, 74. Muhammad in Gematria sums to 74. You can watch my video from 2014. You can read my mini blog posts. I said multiple times we were going to see Muhammad Ali die at age 74, and that's exactly what happened last year during the time of the NBA Finals, June 3rd, 2016. They say the Prophet Muhammad died at age 63. If you sum every number 1 through 63, it sums to 2016, like the year he passed in. But anyway, Muhammad Ali died at 74. Remember, Muhammad Ali was born in 42, and the name Muhammad Ali also sums to 42. Right after the death of Muhammad Ali, we saw Kimbo Slice die at 42, born in 74. Notice if you write out 42 in Gematria, it sums to 74. These are special numbers. Muhammad Ali was a special man, one of the most famous names in the world. These numbers, they're very important to Masonry. All of these numbers are, and when you learn this code, you see how repetitive they are. It's how I can confidently put out a video and know that I will bring no shame to my name by saying, as a story like this breaks, that this is fake news. You're going to see it's going to be a tribute to the NBA Finals, LeBron James, Muhammad Ali. Watch my video from June 1st. Then watch the video I put out after once they released the details. What I didn't know then was about these tennis shoes. These tennis shoes came out May 27th, the 147th day of the year. Talked about how Game 5 is going to be 147 days from the January 16th Martin Luther King Jr. blowout. 147, special number that represents Freemasonry, represents conspiracy. On the 147th day of the year, LeBron released a shoe for the Philippines. And again, just in case you didn't notice, Muhammad Ali and LeBron James both summed to 42, like this 42-year-old shooter. And the Thrilla in Manila happened in 1975. Again, 42 years ago this year. As for the 37 dead, that's a number that connects to Thrilla in Manila, Scottish Rite, as well as Cleveland. It's also the parallel that Oakland's on. Oakland, where the Golden State Warriors play on the 37th parallel, the 122nd meridian. But check this out. The name of this shoe, I don't even know how to pronounce it. The Nike LeBron 14 Agimat, Agimat, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to show you what's behind this word that's part of this tribute. This word has gematria of 666, the number of the beast. The beast rules for 42 months in Revelation, where this number is alluded to. Remember, the NBA Finals equals 666. So does trilogy. Thrilla in Manila was a trilogy. Muhammad Ali lost his first fight to Joe Frazier, then he won his next two. The Cavs lost their first series, championship series against the Warriors. They won last year. Can they make the first ever comeback from 3-0 to win this year after the first ever comeback from 3-1 last year? It's possible. It's all scripted is what people need to understand. This is about understanding how the news is contrived, the sports games are rigged, the consumer goods are sold, and it's all part of one big Masonic network and show. And just in case I forgot to mention, days after this casino story out of Manila, Muhammad Ali's ex-wife came out and said that LeBron James was the Muhammad Ali of basketball. So, got videos on all of this. I'll link it down below in the description in case you've missed these prior works. But 666, relevant to basketball, the NBA Finals, these contrived narratives. Something to consider. LeBron James, I am so torn on these NBA Finals because the numbers are stacked the same on the Warriors as they are the Cavs, and not coincidentally. In case you're new here, please see all the work I've done on the NBA Finals. I'm talking about the numbers to look for before the games happen, and people are seeing exactly what I'm talking about as they watch the games in real time. But anyhow, with regards to this being the 14th shoe, this is LeBron's 14th season. If he were to lose in Game 5, he would be 1-4 for his finals record this year. It could happen. LeBron could go down in Game 5, but I'm going to show you how Game 7 syncs up perfectly with the Thrilla in Manila. It's mind-blowing. With regards to 14, the word, if you write it out, sums to 41, like Game 5, like Golden State, also like the word king. We know how special this number is to LeBron. Last year, he won on the real King James's birthday, which was a date with 41 numerology. This year, Game 7 has 41 numerology as well. From the release of this shoe, May 27th, the shoe that's a tribute to the Philippines, Thrilla in Manila, Game 4 was 13 days after the release of that shoe. You want to know something really interesting about Game 4? That was the 98th game of the season for the Warriors. National Basketball Association equals 98. So does Chosen One, which on LeBron's back, so does the word chosen alone. They're all 98. And in case you're new here and you're saying, how is chosen and chosen one? It's because this language takes the alphabetic order forwards and back. Chosen one, 98. Chosen with the alphabetic order in reverse, 98. And National Basketball Association, also 98. I've been talking about how there's a major parallel with these finals and what the Patriots did in Super Bowl 51. Let's not forget who's the face of the league in the NFL. In the NBA, it's LeBron James. In the NFL, it's Tom Brady. Look at Tom Brady, 98. Check out Patriots, 98. Check out New England Patriots, 98. Special number. Very special number. It all has to do with prophecy. It's all part of a prophecy code. Prophet equals 98. Chosen one. You have Kendrick Lamar being the theme music for the NBA Finals. Listen to the lyrics of those songs that they're playing. Humble and DNA. There's prophecy in the lyrics. The prophecy code. This is what these people who run the show go by. Prophet equals 44, also like chosen one. If LeBron James rallies back like Muhammad Ali, he'll have started his rally in game 4. He'll need 4 straight. If he wins 4 straight, he'll be 4-4 in the finals. Chosen one, 44. He signed his lifetime contract with Nike right after they turned 44 years old. Before the playoffs began, I showed that video of LeBron James in high school wearing the George Gervin number 44 jersey. Go back and check out that video. But special numbers coded into the faces of both the NBA and NFL, and not arbitrarily. Not at all. So anyway, Game 5 will be 16 days from the release of the shoe. Game 6, 19 days. Game 7's 22 days, or a span of 23. Remember, basketball has gematria of 22. King has gematria of 22 and 23. We'll see what happens. But check this out. Ali Frazier 3, known as the Thrilla in Manila, where this hoax shooting happened, was October 1st, 1975. 101. 101, big number 2. Finals alone has that gematria of 101. The first team to ever win the NBA championship was Philadelphia, the original home of the Warriors. But anyway, October 1st, 1975, that was a date with 105 numerology. October 1st, 1975, 10 plus 1 is 11, plus 19 more is 30, plus 75 more is 105. Thrilla in Manila has gematria of 105 as well as 75, the year it happened in. Here's what's a trip. From Game 7 this year, if we make it there, to October 1st is 105 days. The Thrilla in Manila was a trilogy. This is a trilogy. 42 years later, 105 days from the anniversary. It's also a span of 106 days, which is our number of prophecy, which is very important to Steph Curry and LeBron James. Remember, they're both born in Akron, Ohio, in the same hospital, just like Nate Thurmond, who has his number 42, retired with both teams. He dropped dead 27 days after LeBron scored 27 in Game 7 when the Cavs took the championship. He watched his 2 former teams go back-to-back in the finals, winning championships against each other. Then he died 27 days after LeBron scored 27. It was the Cavs' 103rd game of the season, which is the 27th prime number. But isn't that something else? Again, Joe Frazier died on November 7th in Philadelphia, the original home of the Warriors. November 7th, as we write in the U.S., 11/7/117. Remember, Ohio equals 117, Akron 117, Golden State Warriors 117, The Godfather 117, Undertaker 117. To understand what I'm trying to tell you, if you don't get it, is in this world, there are people that are pulling strings. They're rigging sports games to the point. They're murdering people as rituals for future planned events. These sports leagues are planned and structured out, with decades in advance thought out. This is all part of an ongoing narrative. We're living out an agenda. The sports are the distraction of our time. The reason we're being distracted by these people is because these people have enslaved us to lies and they are exploiting us. And by pacifying us, it makes it so that we comply. We go along with their system that most of us can't stand. Most of us haven't been able to stand this system since we were children, since we had to get up early and go sit in a classroom and be told what to do and what to think and what to write on the paper and to believe this. And Christopher Columbus discovered the land where people already lived, and the genocide of all these native people was okay because it was manifest destiny. And now you're an adult and your job is to work, and before you see your money, the government already gets a cut in the taxes. We got to wake up, people. This is taxation without representation. This is tyranny. This is needless war. And most people, they just let it all go because there's the sports game out there. Because there's some new LeBron sneakers to pick up and put on your feet. I can't believe the things that pacify people in this world. And I understand at the same time the reason, they're not upset like I am at this world is because they haven't seen it for what it is yet. But people got to see it for what it is. Because whether you see it or not, it's happening to you. And all of us, all of our quality of lives are being diminished because of this needless fear. How many people are structuring their life around these sports games, saving up all their money all month so they can take their family to the game? Why should it be this way? Have to save up your whole month's paycheck to take your family to a game that's scripted and you don't even realize it? Some of these things are on us as a people. People should know that pro sports are fixed. They're just embarrassingly bad. I don't know. I don't know how people can not see it. $1 million receivers that can't catch wide open passes. Can't make the simplest common sense decisions that cost games season after season. For the Game 5 preview down in the description, I'll link this post. A lot of interesting things about Game 5. Game 5 is really going to answer some questions, I think. So anyway, we'll wrap it up here, Truth Seeker. All this information is linked down below. Until next time.